Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. This is Stacy, and today I'm excited to share that the Foiling Snobs Club design team has been asked to be guest ambassadors for the For Your Crew collection release sponsored by Catherine Pooler Designs. This video is also part of a hashtag hop, so if you click on the hashtag in the description, it'll take you to all the videos in the hop. So Nancy, Tracy, Ryan, and Chow will each have their own videos showcasing their crew bundle. So in the For Your Crew collection, there are 4 different bundles focused around friendship, representing different types of friend groups or stages in your friend life. So the Foiling Snobs Crew got the following bundles. Tracy got the Party Crew, which features a set with the little woodland critter characters. Chow got the Hip Crew, which has some super cute coffee mugs. Myself and Ryan got the Posh Crew, where the main set is a bunch of floral designs. And Nancy received the Preppy Crew, which features a printed pineapple set. There are also a lot of coordinating extras for each bundle and some that can be mixed and matched. So check out each of our videos to see what each bundle includes, and be sure to use the Catherine Pooler or scrapbook.com links below to shop for her products or any other products that I use in my video. Those are my affiliate links. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but a little bit will come back to me and I appreciate it. Also, the Date Night ink bundle was recently released, and this is the inks that I'll be using today, along with Versafine Claire Nocturne ink for my sentiments. So let's get started. All right, so let me share with you what is in the bundle I received. So we have the Best Things in Life floral stamp set. So this is the main set. So there's all these really cool floral sets, leaves, and then there's actually a really nice matching die set too for every single element on here, minus the sentiment. We also have this Ladies at Lunch sentiments. So you've got Love You Chica, Glad We're Besties, Spa Day Anyone, Miss Your Face, Good Friends Make Every Day Special, Let's Do Lunch, Time for a Girls Night. This calls for a mani-pedi, Smooches. So these are a lot of fun sentiments for all your besties out there. And then speaking of besties, there is a bestie bird die. And this has got to be my favorite. I love cover plates from Catherine Pooler, and this one is just gorgeous, and it's called the Quilted Cover Plate Die. What I have is a couple cards that I've already made, and we're going to recreate them. I'm going to show you how I made them. First one we're going to make is going to be this Miss Your Face Bestie, and we will also be using, as I mentioned already in the intro, we're going to be using the Date Night ink collection. So we've got Cummerbund, Do-Si-Do, Pucker Up, Catching Rays, Chiffon, which is very hard to read, but Chiffon, Serenade, Drive-In, and In the Park. And In the Park is actually the color that I used for the card base. And then this panel here is a Recollection cardstock, a 65-pound foil cardstock that I used. And then this here is from the same pack, and it's just a different color. It's like a, I'll show you. It is the Pastels foil from Recollections. And then I also have some sequins, which I think they're from the Tinseltown. I cannot remember, but I think I'm going to use Aspen, because Aspen has some white ones in here, and I think that would be really cool to do a pop of white to kind of match the white from the sentiment. So we'll be using some sequins. And then I have a little miscellaneous set of jewels, which I used an iridescent one originally, but I'm going to be using the green ones this time around, so we'll get to those later. And then the second card that I made is this one. So it's a really fun foil cardstock, and it's embossed. So this is still using, so there's the sentiment, there's all your floral elements from the floral stamp set. So this is the pack I used, again from Recollections, and it is the metallic foil. And there's one that's way in the back that's this really cool iridescent looking foil cardstock. And then this is just a 65-pound black cardstock. And then the base also, well, not the base, oh, and I did put something on the inside of this one because I had an extra floral, because like I said, I stamped out all the florals and I wanted to use them all, or as many as I could. So that was the base, or that was the extra one that went on the inside. And then all of the colors from, I think all of the colors, I could be lying, almost all the colors. I'll be using almost all the colors because what I did was I made a rainbow panel, and I used the premium Catherine Pooler cardstock, which is 100-pound, and I just ink blended out the rainbow, and then I cut out the elements, the floral elements. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is to just do a quick ink blend for In the Park, and you can do direct to paper with the ink pad itself, but I am just going to use, I think I'm just going to use my blending brush. And we're just going to do this really quick. It does not have to be perfect. I just need color down. Doesn't need to be solid. If it has a lot, and I'm doing this very messy intentionally because I just want to get color down. You'll see me be a little bit more intentional with my ink blending when I do the rainbow piece for the other card. For this one, since it's behind the cover plate, isn't such a really big deal about how it looks. I just want some color. Okay, so we've got that. And then the next thing we're going to need to do is cut out the cover plate, which I actually already did that. So I just need to pop it off my, I'll just show you guys how easily. Love Catherine Pooler cover plates, or dies in general. They cut so amazingly well. I use this on my Vagabond, and voila, just like that. I have my card base, and this is just a 100-pound accent opaque. So we're just gonna go ahead and glue this down. And I'm gonna have a little bit of white gap, but I'll cut that off. That's not a big deal. Or this might cover it, we'll see. And then we are going to throw on our cover plate. Now, do I want to keep it the way it was, or do I want to do something different? Well, let me get my die cuts, because I actually cut those out already. So I kept these in a little bowl because you have the tittle, which is the little dot that goes over the eye, and I didn't want to lose them. So what I did was I actually cut it out of the 65-pound foil cardstock, but then I also cut it out of 120-pound accent opaque cardstock, because then I can layer it and give it a little bit more height. Okay, and there's my little tittles so that I didn't lose those. So you could also just lose the tittle and put a gem or something. So now we're going to glue this piece down then. I do love this cover plate. Oh my gosh. They're just amazing. They're a lot of fun to cut out in different materials. You know, foil cardstock, patterned paper. Oh, patterned paper would look super cute with this too. Looks good. And it covered up my little gap on the bottom, so perfect. I'm gonna need the sentiment, so miss your face, so let me get a little piece of scrap. Ta-da! Okay, and this is where I'm gonna use the Versafine Claire Nocturne. Stamp out. And center it so that all I have to do is just chop it down. Perfect. I'll cut this down. All right, so we've got the Miss Your Face, we've got the Bestie. So let's get the Bestie down. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use my, get some purple tape so that you don't have to get out some tweezers or anything like that. And then you're going to add some glue. Then you're going to lay this down and gently remove the tape. And I'm just going to lay this down. And with the liquid glue, you have wiggle room. And so you've got time to adjust it, move it where it needs to go, make sure no white is showing through. Go in here and get any glue. And that looks like it's all lined up. Now we're going to do this. We're going to put it right about here. Let's see if I can use that. Nice. My jewel picker. And that's perfect. With the jewel picker, put a drop of glue down. And there you go. Pretty simple card. You can do it in so many different colors. You can go with just the white in the background. You can go with, you know, foil on foil, glitter on glitter, glitter on foil, etc. It's just really nice, shiny, stunning card. All right, so this is the next one. So we're gonna have some ink blended flower elements, floral elements. We're gonna have the sentiment, and that is heat embossed with white embossing powder. We have the base, and that is embossed with, I have a Spellbinders, and that's the number on it if you wanted to look it up. And then the paper pack I showed you guys earlier, which is the metallic foil from Recollections. And then this is, it's in the very back. So this is the paper that I'm using for the base for this. All right, so let's get started on this one. So I used originally Serenade, In the Park, Catching Rays, sorry, Chiffon, Catching Rays, and then I believe Pucker Up. I don't think I used Do-Si-Do or Cummerbund. Doesn't look like it. Or Drive-In, although I think I used Drive-In. I think I did Serenade and it wasn't dark enough, so I'm pretty sure I used Drive-In. So let's do that. Okay, I think that looks good. I have a couple of fingerprints over here. I'm not too worried about it though, because I will be using this to die cut the images. So what I'm going to do now is, since I already did this once, I just kept the stamps in the Misty. And so all I need to do is pop this in and stamp them just like that. So those are going to work perfect because it'll be these flowers, those little flowers up there. Or let's see if I do it the other way. What do I get? Oh, Oh, look, huh, perfect. It goes in right between. Yeah, I'll do that. I'd rather have these flowers a little bit brighter colors and these a little bit darker, and then like that one's in the green, which is perfect. Ink it up a couple times. Okay, so I'm going to use Spine Clear Nocturne. And then I get to use my Christmas present from Ryan. It's a slider for your stamp platform. It's got like a piece of felt underneath it, and it's literally a Yankee Candle lid filled with some cute glitter and all that stuff. And this is perfect. It replaces my hand towel that I normally use to press down. Wow, that was perfect. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna stamp one more. I don't know why, but that one always has problems. So, but I do want them a little bit darker. Make sure it's in the corner. It's much more ergonomic. Perfect. Set that aside. I'll clean those later. But it is a pigment ink, so I want to make sure it's dry before I put it through my die cut machine. Perfect. I love these dies. They're so good. They're so fun. So I just have these left, so I'm going to go ahead and just do those really quick, and then I will be right back. So I did want to point out that for the smaller dies, you do need to add some purple tape or washi tape to hold down your dies, because the magnets in the magnetic platform are kind of spaced far apart, and so they have a tendency to jump. So you're going to want to use some tape to keep them in place. All right, so there's our elements. Super cute rainbow of elements, and yeah, those are all the same color, which I'm totally fine with. I had the same thing. I'm going to emboss this. So I need to cut it down to card front size, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then you'll notice in the card that I made on the inside, it has that little band of the metallic cardstock, or the foil, iridescent foil cardstock. That's because of this. So hang on to this and you'll put it on the inside. Don't throw that away. All right, and here that is. Get a good impression. Get some white embossing powder on that. Looks pretty good. Okay, and so this is a die cut, which is just a rounded edge rectangle. So there's that. And now we've got our base. Let me trim off that white. Okay, and as you can see, the floral went behind the sentiment, so we're going to want to glue the florals down first. So that's going to go perfect. Okay. Let that glue, and then I'm going to add some double-sided tape to this, and since it's black on black, I'm going to use my black. All right, so this is just going to go right here. And then this piece is raised. I used white foam squares on this one because I have these tiny little ones that were easier to use than the black. All right, so I did all the black alcohol marker around the edge of the white. And so there really isn't any room. This just doesn't fit the way that I had everything set out, so that's why this ended up going on the inside. So the front's finished. And all done. Love it. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, if you like this video and would like to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on post notifications. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.